What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to This Week in Esports and Gaming, a show where we talk about the latest and greatest in business for esports gaming and sometimes creator news as well. I'm your host, 𝗠𝗿, and this is the second week of January 2023. Let's dive right into it. For our first top 3 story, Ubisoft have canceled 3 unannounced games. The publisher said that they spent the last 4 years working on building long-lasting live games and adapting their strongest franchises like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Tom Clancy to match converging trends, but they mentioned some titles haven't launched from this investment phase yet, and the recent releases haven't really performed as well as they expected. With this, they also mentioned that 𝗠𝗿𝗶, their action-adventure video game that was originally meant to release in 2018, has now been delayed for a 6th time to the 2023-2024 timeframe window. Their unannounced games triggered a 15% drop in their stock price earlier in the week, and they also mentioned they're writing off over $500 million of capitalized R&D expenses related to those titles and want to shave over $200 million off of their operating expenses. It's not the best sign when the CEO says they're clearly disappointed by their recent performance, but hey, at least they're being honest here. At least they mentioned also they were surprised by the slow and poor performance over the holiday season and are essentially working to cut costs and become slimmer as a company, it seems. As I will mention later, all areas of business are feeling the effects of the macroeconomic trends and flows such as esports layoffs as well. So I think 2023 will be a wake up and reset year for gaming and esports as growth slows for many companies. Epic Games have introduced a $10 million prize pool for Fortnite Esports. You heard me right, $10 million for the FNCS season. There will be FNCS majors like every other game calls them, along with the global championship taking place in Denmark. Notice how so many esports events are keen on doing things in Denmark. It shows that their local culture at least cares about esports, or at least they're at, giving that impression that they do. The only large-scale LAN tournaments that happened in 2022 for Fortnite were the Gamers 8 Festival in Saudi Arabia, as well as the FNCS Invitational 2022. I think this is quite interesting because Fortnite esports ecosystem seems similar to that of Valve's titles compared to Riot Games or Ubisoft. There seems to be a little bit less structure, so it seems Epic Games wants to change that to be a little more structured and intertwined with the audiences. I personally don't really associate Fortnite that much with esports as closely as maybe say Valorant, League of Legends, or CSGO. Fortnite has a huge casual base and lots of influencers who are really doing fine just doing what they're doing, so I'm curious to see what marketing efforts Epic will take to employ on the Fortnite esports scene. Might they take a page from Rocket League's book? Who knows? 100 Thieves have announced layoffs and eUnited reportedly have closed. The Esports Advocate has reported on both of these stories, with 100 Thieves laying off roughly 1/6 of its workforce, with roughly 30 employees being let go. These workforce changes have affected people in all types of roles in seniority, from VP of IT to Director of People to Chief Revenue Officer. John Robinson, the COO of 100 Thieves, said that they need to downsize the organization as they're facing challenging economic situations. Last year, 100 Thieves announced quite a few layoffs in the content team as well, and this means 100 Thieves continue to join the likes of Upcomer, TSM, Garena, Evil Geniuses, and others in layoffs recently. Surprisingly, 100 Thieves also celebrated their new jersey on the same day it's seemingly let go many employees. So the timing here, it seems a little bit odd, but maybe business is just business. And similarly with eUnited, it's reported that only the CEO of eUnited, Adam Stein, remains employed by the company, with other members leaving in 2022 or in late 2022 at least. The organization has been silent since December on Twitter, with Matthew Pothoff, the former VP of Esports, announcing his departure on December 31st. Overall, it seems that downsizing of many esports and gaming orgs seem to be part of the business cycle, given the overhype and extreme growth from last year that a lot of companies saw during the pandemic. That being said, I still wish the best for everyone affected and hope the folks can get back on their feet to find their way. I'm intrigued to see what other mergers happen if it's the way to save a lot of organizations. As far as partnerships go, Fluxo partnered with LG. LG will promote its monitor brand Ultra Gear on Fluxo's jerseys, in addition to the teams using Ultra Gear line of monitors for their everyday competitions. Team Vitality partnered with 𝗠𝗿𝗄 and 𝗠𝗿𝗄 Analytics. The 3-year deal with 𝗠𝗿𝗄 will see them become the official sports apparel partner for Vitality and launch a collaborative campaign called Let's Play Together with Vitality's new esports jerseys. The 𝗠𝗿𝗄 Analytics deal will see Vitality using 𝗠𝗿𝗄 AI-based partnership data analysis tool to get more insights into partnership activations and performance. Riot Games partnered with Gravity Media. The partnership will see Gravity Media providing its managed services solutions to improve the technical offering at Riot Games' remote broadcast center in Ireland for its esports broadcast. They will enroll individuals to work on technical and operational roles at the facility. As far as finance and M&A goes, GigaFund Studios have raised $2.4 million in their seed round. The Indian startup has its round led by Lumikai and Fireside Ventures, with Riverwalk Holdings, Kettlebell VC, and All In Capital participating as well. They will use this to develop casual games for the Indian and global market. Mobile gaming startup Multiscription have raised $1.6 million. The round was led by Sisu Game Ventures with participation from Tigrim and Danish Growth Fund. The fund will be used to scale their team and tech, as well as enhance the in-game monetization design provided to players. As far as workforce changes go, Robert Gadorovich has joined Riot Games as a senior manager for esports social media, and Leo Lin has been promoted to the president of global mobile growth. Rob was most recently the marketing strategist for agency Gather, working on esports and gaming clients. He's done a variety of marketing consulting for gaming and tech companies in the past, and he holds a bachelor's in comms and PR from Marist University. Leo was the VP and head of China for nearly 6 years before his promotion. He will now report directly to the CEO of Riot Games. He was previously the co-CEO of TJ Sports, and as well has tons of experience in gaming and consulting. He holds a bachelor's in literature from Fudan University. Luke Jones joins Guild Esports as the director of esports and gaming. He was most recently the senior gaming and esports manager at Red Bull Racing, so he's a good amount of experience in gaming, and he's done other partnerships and sales role related to gaming with Red Bull as well. He holds a bachelor's in marketing from Oxford Brookes University. David Luce joins Xset as the Chief Content Officer, and Jacob Ars has been promoted to the head of esports. David will be responsible for creating Xset's content studio, and he's lots of experience with that since he's worked with lots of TV shows and documentaries in the past. He holds a bachelor's in media studies from Ohio University, and Jacob was previously the operations manager for nearly 3 years at Xset and was also a GM at Ghost Gaming before. He runs the gamut in esports and gaming as he's a streamer and a commentator as well. York Schoenemann has joined Baze Esports as the COO. York will be responsible for accelerating the growth of Baze with sales, marketing, and communications. He's previously worked with Google for over 12 years overseeing customer programs and was a VP at Appinio before. He holds a bachelor's in business from Kiel University. Rich George joined Sega of America as a senior director for communications. He joined Sega after a year break from his role at Activision Blizzard, and he has tons of experience in gaming, PR, and comms as he was the VP at Rogers & Cohen and Golan working on gaming initiatives as well. He holds a bachelor's in business from UC Riverside. Raina Kaplan, Vera Salamone, Brooke Grant, Laura Reich, and Summer Martin have been promoted or joined FaZe Clan. Raina Kaplan is now the GM of FaZe Clan, with Vera being promoted to the VP of Talent. Summer Martin has joined FaZe Clan as the VP of Content Operations. Brooke has been appointed the head of Web3, and Laura is now the creative head of operations. Congrats to everyone who got promotions and or joined FaZe Clan. Stephen Hay has been promoted to the head of publishing at Radical Forge. He's focused on doing all things marketing for the past 9 months before his promotion, and he's done lots of consulting work for indie games over the past few years and was a business development manager at Merge Games for the past 4 years. He holds a bachelor's in public relations from Bournemouth University. Jeffrey Martin has been promoted to the CEO of Augury. He was the COO before for a year for his promotion, and for reference, Augury focuses on personified advertising solutions. He has lots of experience in advertising as well, as he was the GM of Criteo before, and he holds a doctorate in engineering from Polytechnic University of Turin. As far as new stuff goes, ESL Gaming have announced IEM Brazil 2023. The CSGO tournament will take place in April of this year, featuring 16 teams and $250,000 in the prize pool. This comes after a successful IEM Rio Major in 2022. Amplifier Game Invest have formed Studio Hermitage. The subsidiary of Embracer Group formed the US group that will focus on becoming a lasting transmedia gaming company. They intend to create IPs for various platforms and formats. A new studio, Maverick Games, has been created. The studio is created by Playground Games ex-creative director Mike Brown, among others. The studio is working on its first title, which is a AAA open-world game for console and PC. Blast have revealed the Paris Major RMR locations. The CSGO Major will take place regionally in Mexico for the Americas, Mongolia for Asia, and Denmark for Europe. This will also mark the first time that France will be hosting a CSGO Major. Damwon Gaming Kia have rebranded to D+ Kia. The new brand will have a logo which will be new and debuted at the LCK season kickoff event and is also meant to reflect the org's global ambitions. That's it for this week in esports and gaming. Thank you so much to the authors and brands themselves for the images and information provided. Shout out to James Fudge and Hongyu Chen for the Esports Advocate. If you want to go support their workforce changes as well as all the news they're doing, please go check the link down in the description. And if you know someone who'd find this valuable, please tag them down below or share this with someone. And as always, I appreciate it and have a great day, everybody.